All right, everybody. Little spur of the moment deal with the broadcasting. A little bit of spur of the moment with everything, but you got HGR on a Friday night, keeping up the streak. HGR/BDS is pretty much just a practice for the heat races coming up for the SummerSlam 499 in just a short bit. Go ahead and roll through the starting grid real fast tonight. Wyatt Gray on pole, Nathan Harper, Josh McCullough, Ken McCullough, Freddie Bazinez, 64 Joey, John Darnell, Michael Wingo, Matthew Patton, Daniel Falkenham, Matthew Lee, Aubrey Thompson substituting in for John Ward, who will not be running tonight. And William H. Scott to round out a quick 13-car field. So right now, as they pace around, a couple drivers have made their way on through the heats as of yesterday. John Ward, one of them. I believe both the McCulloughs did as well. So right now, as I do have to change something real quick. There we go. Now, I'll go here, cars now. So just a quick 30 laps, about as long as what the heat races are going to be for tonight. All that will be live on PGR Esports. Tonight, we're just getting a bit of a warm-up in for some of these drivers. So if you see a pro driver in here, you'll see Daniel Falkenham and Nathan Harper, some of the good ones. If you see this is not the typical HGR race. Combined out HGR and BDS, and this is what you have tonight. We're rolling 30 quick laps. Only 13 drivers starting this race down the back straightaway. Harper out ahead, only by a slight margin over Wyatt Gray. All right, now both the McCulloughs pushing. One pushing inside, one pushing outside. Got 64 Joey in tow with them. Michael Wingo in 7th. A lot of drivers. Again, just warm up. Add a little bit of money to it. 3 wide already. Michael Wingo already going to the back at the line. Nathan Harper down to block Wyatt Gray, and Harper will lead the first laps of tonight. Let's see, you got Kevin McCullough now on the outside, trying to push the 64 Joey right behind him. Daniel Falkenham and Aubrey Thompson. Right now, Harper leading down the back straightaway on the bottom. Ain't gonna be for long. McCullough with a great run on the outside lane. We're looking at tandem. Drivers really able to push each other a little further ahead than what they normally can in any other car, truck, ARCA, you name it. You cannot push out ahead like you can in these cars, but the downside to it, you immediately get caught right back up to the other. One car already bouncing off the wall a couple times. Can't really tell who it is at the moment. It will appear to be the 04. Really unsure the 04 is at the moment. Meanwhile, three wide for 2 rows deep. Oh, McCullough's getting turned. They save it, nutted on. Hard into the wall goes McCullough. Michael Wingo involved in it as well. Matthew Patton in a 3. And that number 3 Rush Truck. Rush Truck Center is done. But not done. Still, I believe they got a fast repair. Freddie Baez, massive damage to that number 2 machine. All right. Didn't take long for the first caution of the night. Let's look at it and see what happened. Well, Falkenham pushing McCullough now. Harper comes up to get bottleneck. Falkenham just doesn't realize that Nathan's pushed up in front. I mean, it's just that quick. We'll probably see a lot of that in the heats tonight. Warwick Sharpie's going to come up. Well, now, big hit. Really a big hit to the 9, but because Falkenham was there, already pushing to a 3, it kind of just accordions. See if we can't get it on board with McCullough through this. Well, not what a lot of drivers wants. Tell you what, let's run on board with Daniel Falkenham through this. On the nose cam, we'll see exactly what transpires here. Actually, I don't even think Daniel touched him. I don't think if he did touch him, it was by the slightest of margin. See what Freddie Benzinez saw through this. Riding right there. There's a contact. Almost had it made and just does get clipped. Right now, Freddie's still sitting on pit road. Nathan Harper leading. All right, now it's not the way you really wanted to start off tonight, but nonetheless. Well, for some, it's already a way to end it. I do not know if they got a fast repair enabled, being that McCullough and Bazinez still sitting in the pits at the moment. See if Kenny's got a copy. Gareth McCullough, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. You got a quick copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, buddy, if you can, just set us up. What do you feel like happened there? Do you feel like it was more to block from the 9, or do you feel like you were getting pushed from the 39 when the 9 made that block?
Yeah, me and the 39 had just got hooked up and was rolling pretty good. I think it was just a speed difference than we had. Nathan didn't throw a bad block. It's just speed difference just kind of spit me out there once I got to Nathan's bumper. Wasn't much nobody could do there.
Well, buddy, I see you really ain't used a fast repair. Was there a lot of damage done to the car that you feel like, or how bad is it?
I had a minute's worth. It ain't too bad. I think I can wait to the end to use that.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you. I'll go ahead and drop you on down.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Kid McCullough still got a chance to win tonight. So they do got a fast repair in this. Right now, the 1 to go. Well, they're going to retake. They'll retake it with 24. Get a look at the top 5 real fast. Harper, Falkenham, Gray, Matthew Lee. But the 64 Joy Ancient World Gaming. I believe he's one of them trying to make the. Either he's already ran his heat race or he's running it tonight. Aubrey Thompson as well, just lingering outside. No, Thompson's actually in the 5th spot. Of course, Thompson running for John Ward tonight. Fortunately, couldn't make it. It shows that he's in the session, but unfortunately, the driver of 92 not able to run tonight. But the good news is for Ward, he will be advancing to the dual races on Saturday. All in hopes of trying to get into the SummerSlam 499. Well, after tonight, I believe 80 drivers will be qualified just for the duels. We'll have to wait and see. That's pretty much what all this is for. It's quick. Let the drivers get warmed up. It was a great first 3 duels last night for PGR Esports and the whole SummerSlam 499 deal going on. I'm pretty sure we'll get the same tonight. Some great duels, and then ultimately the main event on Sunday. So 24 to go. Harper's led all 4 laps right from the get-go. All right, Harper and Falkham brings the United Rentals restart zone. 24 to go when they take the green. Great start by Falkenham. Really great start. Him and Matthew Lee both. Lee not able to clear. Falkenham could cover Harper if he wanted to. Down the back straightaway. See, one yard ducks out of line. All right, now they're going to go 3 wide. Harper on the bottom. Decision for Joey. Going straight to the back. The McCulloughs trying to work their way back up to the front here for Freddie Bazinez. Well, he's got Josh and McCullough and Ken McCullough both behind him. Matthew Patton in the 3 trying to get caught up with him. He's going to have a lot of help with Aubrey Thompson, that blue and pink, number 38, jumping up there to the top. Bazinez, Falkenham down the back straightaway. Freddie with a bit of the lead. He could drop down if he really wanted to, but I don't think he wants to cover Falkenham. He knows with the McCulloughs pushing that he's got a car that can win. Well, as I say that, he's going to drop down in front of Daniel Falkenham. Going to be 23 to go. Well, 23 now, going to be 22 at the line here, you see. See Joey make a move to the outside lane again. McCullough down to the bottom, and now it's the McCulloughs leading the bottom and top lane. Oh, the McCulloughs are both going to get turned hard into the wall. Well, Michael Wingo, other damage prior to that. Kenneth McCullough, a rough night for the 03. Just got worse. For him and Joshua Bowe, Michael Wingo stopped in the middle, right off of turn 4. You can't see him. Looks like he'll be towing. I'm not sure what happened to Michael Wingo. We're going to go back and look at several incidents, but well, let's see what happened with Michael first. So a bit of a lag on the 25, lags out. Next time we'll see him, he'll probably be into the wall. Maybe a lag big enough that's hard to say. Well, now let's see what happened to McCullough. So much for waiting for that fast repair at the end of this race. All right, now, just a bad front from Bazinez into Joshua McCullough from there. Both McCulloughs hard into the wall. Lucky it wasn't a wreck, taking out everybody. All right, now Aubrey Thompson leads with 20 to go. Down the back straightaway to top 5. Thompson, Lee, the Savage. Harper, and Bazinez make it Falkenham now to top 5. Well, right now you see the bottom lane has really came to life. Bazinez will drop all the way to the back. More than likely, unless somebody jumps up to help him. William H. Scott thought about it. Scott high off the track, not directly in line with the 2. Now he is. Here comes Harper with Falkenham and Wyatt Gray again. Thompson undercut. Thompson into the wall. What in the world is going on? Caution's out. What in the world happened? Well, we know what the caution's going to be for. Let's go ahead and look at it. I got to rewind it because I ain't got nothing to... Right there you see Lee's going to jump up to the outside lane. Harper's going to give Lee a shot. I don't think Matthew Lee really wanted to hit Thompson that hard, but I think the 9 didn't give him much of a choice. All right, fellas, let's look at the chopper cam. It'll give us our best look at this here. Well, Falkenham's pushing the 9 of Harper. Lee sees it. He's going to take a shot. Either he did not expect the 38 to come up like he did, or whatever the case may be, regardless. That'll put us under caution for the 2nd time tonight. Right now, with 18 to go. It ain't over with. Joshua McCullough should get the free pass here. He does. Or no, he does. He'll slow on up for a second. Well, there's several things that's happened tonight. See if we can get where Michael Wingo. Michael Wingo, Garrett Jenkins up here in Boogie. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah.
Well, buddy, can you take us through what happened with your situation? Because it's a very bizarre wreck in its own right.
I guess we had a blackout because all my screens are black right now.
God darn. well, looked at the wreck and I thought to myself, to be sure he ain't mad.
No, all of my stuff just went kapooey for some reason. That don't make no sense.
Well, buddy, tough break for you in a 25. In the 25 car. Could this potentially affect the duels if you haven't already ran? Not duels, but the heat races if you haven't already ran in them?
I'm finna reset all my stuff, making sure that I don't have that problem. I mean, I've got fiber. I don't know. Got 1 gig, so I don't know why I did that.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you. Hopefully you get it figured out before the heat races start.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Good to see you.
Yep. That explains one half of this. Well, a quarter of this, actually. And now, let's see if we can't get a word with Aubrey Thompson. Aubrey Thompson, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Oh, yeah.
Buddy, take us through what you felt like happened. Did you feel... Was the run a bit more than what you're anticipating, or did you feel like just what went through your mind coming through trial?
No, I think a lot of it was because it was in the tribal, but Matt even told me that he got pushed into me, so I think it just was a hard chain reaction type thing and threw Matt's car into mine too hard is pretty much what it done.
Well, buddy, don't look like there's much damage done to a car that's still a contender to get up there.
Yeah, I only had 3.5 seconds, so we're good.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you. Aubrey Thompson restart 8th here. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Gonna be 15 to go whenever they take the line, take the green here. Right now, Nathan Harper's led 5 laps, most of any driver so far. Aubrey Thompson's led 3, Falkenham's led 2, Matthew Lee, Kenneth McCullough, Joshua McCullough each have led 1 lap. Out of the race, Michael Wingo and John Ward. Of course, Ward not able to take the green flag to start this race. Alright. Alright, now as they run, I mean, still anybody's race, really. Joshua McCullough can get back on the lead lap. And that'll be both the McCulloughs in contention to still win this race. Kenneth's still on the lead lap, despite having a very rough start to this race. The top 5 as they run will actually go through the field here. Nathan Harper, Wyatt Gray will bring them to the green flag. The Ancient World Gaming, number 64. Will be starting 3rd. John Darnell 4th. The 3 of Matthew Patton rounds out top 5. Freddie Bazinez in 6th. Aubrey Thompson 7th. Matthew Lee 7th. Aubrey Thompson 8th. Falkenham and McCullough 9th and 10th. And William H. Scott, that's the last car on the lead lap in the 21. McCullough 1 lap down. Michael Wingo joins John Ward in the garage. 15 to go. Does it go green to the end? Great start by Harper. You see Wyatt Gray sleeping a little bit on the restart. Already starting to push a little bit harder. You see Darnell pushing Gray. About Joey up to the middle lane. Harper up the block. Wyatt in the wall. Contact. Do they save it? They do, and they scatter. 4 wide down the back straightaway. Matthew Patton to the lead. Patton with Lee and Falkenham on the bottom lane with Darnell as well. William H. Scott. Well, you see what's done. Bazinez stuck on the outside lane. He's going to blend back in. Lost the couple position. They're about to wreck again. 14 to go. Racing like it's 1 to go. Well, Harper leads. He somehow survived all that scrap. Darnell in 2nd. The 6'4" Joey in 3rd. Thompson's worked himself back up into the mix. Well, now everybody's starting to migrate to the top now. Darnell, Patton, Falkenham all on the bottom. All right, now they can just ride for 13 more laps. Now, field should not be a concern. All right, now single file out for the moment. Not really a lot to talk about, but I think they've realized now maybe we just need to ride. Well, as I said, they ducked back to the bottom and then back up to the top. Matthew Lee and Falkenham trying to make something happen. How about Bazinez will drop to the bottom? So will Wyatt Gray. Bazinez back gets turned. Thompson and Joey do the bottom. But man, that's really going to suck for Harper. Wyatt up the middle, trying to make it 3 wide. They're trying everything. Harper back gets turned again by Bazinez. They're fighting for dear life. Right, line. Give it to Joey, only barely. 12 to go. Thompson, I mean, damn, they're blocking. Really trying to keep them each other behind them. Down the back straightaway, Thompson, Bazinez, 1 and 2. McCullough, Matthew Lee, Daniel Falkenham. That's the top 5 as they run. But McCullough now up to 3rd. Been a very up and down night. 40.03. Right on board, win him out here. Look at the run. Lee and Falkenham gets on the outside. Bring Wyatt Gray in tow with him. About the best run you could ask for. Watch him out there. They're going to immediately drop down to the bottom. I was going to shuffle McCullough from 3rd back to 9th, just like that. Of course, so right now, I mean, still testing the waters here. Nathan Harper goes from 1st to 4th off that whole deal. Matthew Lee up 10 spot. Falkenham up 8 from where they started. They are the biggest movers of the race so far tonight. 10 to go. Right now, Harper stormed back up the outside lane with Bazinez. Darnell tried to get down, couldn't. Lee occupied that gap. He got stuck there with McCullough. Well, right now, you see McCullough and Thompson trying to push Darnell. You see Bazinez will jump up to that 2nd lane. If Patton and William Major Scott could get up there, that outside lane be in prime position. You see McCullough up to the 3rd lane trying to make something happen now. Not able to get there, Matthew Lee. Pushing the heck out of Nathan, trying to get him clear. And immediately for Nathan jumping in front of Bazinez. Well, right now, Harper, he's working the lane control beautifully. He knows when to jump back down. He understands how this whole lane control gig works. So right now, Harper, you see, he knows Bazinez is going to go winning for the moment. See Harper up out of line a little bit, back down to cover the 2. Almost a top 3 single file. Now it is for the moment. Here comes Wyatt Gray with McCullough, Patton. Again, 8 to go. Right now, if you're a Harper, it is a perfect scenario. They're 2 by 2. Now, the moment they jump up 3 wide, the chances of blocking 3 lanes at one time go from, well, they go very slim chance of it working and paying off. Right now, top 4 trying to break away with Harper, Gray, McCullough, Patton. Single file for 5th on back, or double file 5th on back. Well, hurt them a little bit, but you see Thompson and Falkenham in the draft of the 3, so it's actually going to bring them up. I mean, right now you'll see it. Right now, they're just going to ride single file until they get to run again. You see Falkenham and Lee back down to the bottom of the racetrack. Gray back down to the bottom with Falkenham. Well, Wyatt Gray has not led a lap this entire race officially. A great push from the 39 of Falkenham. And it looks like Wyatt Gray for the first time tonight will officially lead his first laps. He's got it. 6 to go. Of course, right now if you're wanting to start to make moves, you can. At this point, it's going to be fight to go whenever they get back to the start-finish line. You're doing everything you can to get up there to the front again. Whatever run you get, you're going to have to take. Thompson up to the outside lane with Darnell. I'll just leave Gray, Falkenham, Lee, Scott, and Joey on the bottom. Bazinez trying to stay in the draft. I believe the 2 car's slipping ever so slightly. Right now, Harper back out in front. Led 13 laps tonight of 30. 5 to go. Still, believe it or not, still a little bit of time left. They say, oh, Darnell's going to get turned into the wall. Matthew Patton, Darnell. Damage to the Ancient World Gaming 64, Joey. 4 Mustangs got damage on the right side. Damage to the nose of the 3. Damage for John Darnell as well. Let's look back and see what happened. I believe it's just going to be resulting in a bad push. Alright, now again pushed by Joshua McCullough. Storming up the middle. Thompson up the block. Kind of the same thing we've seen all night. Driver go up to block that run, and I guess they're just unaware. The communication isn't there that, hey, I'm getting pushed right now. We'll have to see. But yeah, Thompson up the block and kind of makes the 99 uncomfortable a little bit from there. I mean, a massive hit into the right side of the 99 by the 3. Unsure how Savage gets a meatball out of this. You can't ride on board with him and find out. And I hit the wrong thing naturally. Alright, here it is. Down the back straightaway. There's the contact. Oh, that's where. Right on board with John Darnell. We're going to watch it here. Pushing. He tried to save it. He really did, but I'll be damned. Hard hit into the right side. Well, good news is they all still got fast repairs. That's the good news out of all this. Right now, we're going to be getting our 1 attempt at a green-white checker. Well, I might be getting 2 or 3. Sever how Jimmy Crow put on the overtime. Well, the way things look, it looks like it will be an overtime attempt. Hasn't been made official yet. Nathan Harper's led 15 laps tonight. Kevin McCullough up and down day. Only led 1. Wyatt Gray has led 1 lap. Thompson 3. Falkenham 2. That is the top 5, as a matter of fact, as they run. Right now, Well, here's how right now works. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how hard you get pushed, where you get pushed, when you get pushed. Right now, everything's on the line. Get a little bit of motivation walking into your heat races tonight. Heats 4 through 6 for PGR. And the whole SummerSlam 499 race weekend. You gotta imagine how much winning an HGR event, even if it's just practice, you get a good finish or a win out of this. The momentum from that will carry you throughout the week. Might even feel unstoppable. Well, to re-rack the top 5 again: Nathan Harper, Keith McCullough, Wyatt Gray, Aubrey Thompson, Daniel Folkingham. That's the top 5 as they run on down. Matthew Lee, Freddie Bazinez, Jordan Darnell, William H. Scott Jr., 64 Joey, Matthew Patton. Well, them are the cars still on the lead lap. Behind them, Joshua McCullough, not on the lead lap, spent a lot of this race 1 lap down. Hasn't been able to get the lap back. And this will be the first of 3 green-white checkers. Alright. Top 5 all led. Nathan Harper's led the most. It's going to be 17 whenever they take the line. First attempt that green-white checkered. Harper, McCullough, Gray, Thompson, Folkingham, Lee. The front 3 rows. Great start by Harper. Really a whole great start by the whole bottom lane. Folkingham and Wyatt clear. McCullough's going to try to fall in line. They'll all migrate to the top here. McCullough down to the bottom in front of Bazinez. Look at the run that Kim McCullough has. Well, right now, as quickly as he gets it, it's going to stall out outside lane with more cars. Matthew Lee to the bottom with Darnell. They make it back, it'll be the white flag. Right now, Harper, Gray, Folkingham. That's the top 3 as they run. Side by side for 4th on back. They're going to make it to the start-finish line. But whatever happens now, happens. White flag. Right now, it just not seeming like Bazinez or McCullough can really build the run they need. It's going to be up to the drivers in the outside lane determining who can make the move for the win or if they just want to ride. Here it comes Folkingham and Matthew Lee to the bottom. Darnell in tow with them. Nothing Harper can do. He is now stuck on the outside lane. The only thing he can tell Wyatt is push me. That's the best thing he can do. Harper, Folkingham side by side for the lead. Folkingham getting sideways off the bumper of Matthew Lee at the line. The dominator of the HGR will win tonight. Nathan Harper back to victory lane. Oh, and a hard hit. Bazinez into the wall. They're junking it now. Only sad thing, I don't know if we'll be able to get an interview. So, of course, the scoring pylon says Wyatt Gray's the winner. I don't even understand why it says that. See if we can get a look back at the finish, though. here, I mean, that's all it really takes. Wyatt just giving just a big enough shove. He's able to get out in front of Falkingham. Dominant performance for Nathan Harper. Led 19 laps tonight. Unfortunately, due to them not being in the Discord call or in the Discord server, we won't be able to interview them, sadly. So with that being said, we'll go through the finishing results anyway. Well, there you see it. Nathan Harper, Wyatt Gray, first and second. Daniel Falkham, Matthew Lee, third and fourth. John Darnell, Freddie Bazinez, Aubrey Thompson, Caleb McCullough, Matthew Patton. And the 64, Joey for Ancient World Gamings. Runs out the top five. William H. Scott Jr., Joshua McCullough, Michael Wingo. Rounds out the 13 car field. Again, not able to interview the winner. Or the top three for that matter, being they're not a part of the HGR Discord. But I will wish everybody who participated has not ran through their heat races. I will wish them the best of luck tonight in making it through their heats to try to qualify for the duels. You can catch heat race 4 through 6 tonight on PGR Esports. And until then, hope everybody enjoyed the little quick race that we had very last minute. And I will see each and every one of you tomorrow night for Inspired ARCA at Kansas. Until then, everybody be safe. Have fun.